A somewhat patriotic field to set the stage in this one. The color wheel of the USA on display. A couple of teams who don the red and blue. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Jayhawks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Off the RPO, complete. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Warner. Quickly complete. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Off to the races to the right. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Kansas offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Give to the single back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Jayhawks have this offense rolling. To the air, it's Daniels. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks the tackle. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. The give is to Williams. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's already got 46 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Slams ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's going for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Gets it out quickly. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Trying to barge their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Warner. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Williams. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And the Jayhawks are flying down the field. They're testing the right side here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Thrust that arm out. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Warner. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Jayhawks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Breaks into the open to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101.
Free up the gut. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Warner. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They try to pop a run on the draw. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the ground with the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Trying to burn this defensive back. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Fires it incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Got his man to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Archon Jayhawk.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away on the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback...
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Bulldogs are marching down the field. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Warner. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Runs through a tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Running to the left. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Spins away from the defender. And he brought one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Warner. Get it out on the screen. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They just keep firing. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Back to throw, it's Warner. Fires to the big fella.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in the groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They go to the wide receiver screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drop. He's loose on the right. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Kansas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Bringing the heat. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Caught. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Fresno State right back to the line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Gets it to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Using the quick game. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Looking for the two-point try. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Try try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Warner. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you've turned the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
And the fumble recovery gives the ball to the offense with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock.
On the play. It's 3rd down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. Under fire. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. So now on comes the field goal unit. Just straight enough to graze inside the left upright.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for a man, it's Warner. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.